UPTH has grown in leaps and bounds in the last 7 years that we've been in the affairs of things. Is it an infrastructure development? Go to the hospital, everywhere is littered with all sorts of infrastructure, different departments. We've expanded, almost built like a new UPTH from what we met on ground. Aside infrastructure, equipment all over the place. If you go to the radiology department, it's an ideal center. We saw the last accreditation team that came told us that this place can be used as an institute. That is about the person.
So talking about stimulation center, and I heard during the discussion you talked about UPTH going to be a center. So we want to look at how you intend to achieve this at CMD. What will this center? How will it benefit us as a hospital?
Yeah. University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital is one of the leading tertiary hospitals in the country. And this is our center used for the training of medical personnel within River State and some states around us. And so part of our vision in this center is to develop the ideal medical practice. And what is happening now around the world, especially in the developed countries, they use medical simulation a lot to achieve these simple things. Like we learned today during the simulation workshop that we had, that when you simulate scenarios, mistakes or whatever you call it are reduced to the barest minimum. And that is the purpose we have. So you notice that in this center, we have already planned what to do. As part of our capital project for 2025, government has approved the building of a simulation center here and full equipment of the center. So very soon, when the money is released by government, we'll build a center. We've already identified the place to do that. We'll build a center and equip it. And with this information she has come, she has a master's, excellent master's in the program with others around us. And we're going to develop that center for clinicians and even non-clinicians. Everybody actually. The sample she showed today told us that anybody who is well propped up in that can save a life. Right? What is that? And in something like that CPR, you don't need to be a doctor or a nurse to know how it's done. Everybody can participate. So it's just a warning because anybody can be affected. Any person can come anywhere and collapse. And it's what you apply immediately, having that knowledge from what you will learn through that simulation, that can save many lives. So it's important. UPTH are 45. We are working towards getting the ideal things done in the ideal place like this center. We should be a center that train the best and give out the best to the world and for everybody. That's why we're taking simulation.
You just said UPTH at 45. I know you're the 7th year of UPTH. So for the last 7 years, what would you say has been your progress so far as we celebrate 45 years anniversary? And how would you say you would leave UPTH? How would you say you will leave UPTH in the next?
Oh, definitely. UPTH has grown in leaps and bounds in the last 7 years that we've been in the affairs of things. Is it an infrastructure development? Go to the hospital, everywhere is littered with all sorts of infrastructure, different departments. We've expanded, almost built like a new UPTH from what we met on ground. Aside infrastructure, equipment all over the place. If you go to the radiology department, it's an ideal center. We saw the last accreditation team that came told us that this place can be used as an institute. That is about the person in the center. MRI is there. We have a CT scan already, fluoroscopy. There's no equipment we don't have here. So this center is well equipped. And remember, before that 7 years, we had nothing in our radiology. Even ultrasound was done on PPP. That's how bad it was. But now, the place is equipped. Those days too, even the anesthesia department didn't have accreditation, both national and other, because of small equipment like monitors, ventilators, because we could not do a lot of things. Now, we have them. We have those equipment, and we have accreditation, even in neurology and other, we have a partial accreditation, even in some of them. But most departments are fully equipped. That is what we have achieved. The infrastructure and equipment. Is it a manpower development? We have a lot of our staff trained and retrained. When I started this program, let's take the finance department, for example. We had only 3 chartered persons when I became CEO. But now the over 35 who are chartered. because I encourage them to go to school. Because across, even in engineering department, we didn't have anybody with coding, but now we have so many of them who are coding, certified engineers who can work anywhere, the best and all that. The same course across all departments, clinical department. A lot of our people, you rarely hear anybody failing. We almost have 100% because all our departments are accredited. It was not like that before. Okay. So we are moving on. In anything you can think of, UPTH is the best. We're doing state-of-the-art cases, surgeries and all that, and medical practice and all that. People come from everywhere to admire. Yes, we face some of the problems that other places also face because, yes, hospitals are not properly funded. But I want to mention that this new government actually is trying to do something about that. Already what I mentioned to you, if you check our 2025, you see that we have about 4.5 billion for equipment. And we know we're going to get things like cat lab into the system to see. That lab, when we have it, I want to tell you that we are equipped and ready. And our kidney transplant, we are going to have our first kidney transplant sometime in July. So this hospital is ready and we are selling our wares, and that's what we're going. I'm going to leave this place a wonderful place, a better place.